So how does what we did here relate to Roman numeral 3, the title of the class? What is this class called?
Learning in memory.
Learning in memory. Is there any tie-in to learning in memory? Any thoughts about that? Kylie, any ties to learning in memory here?
With what we did?
Yeah, because we did the thing in the other class, and that was tied to sensation and perception, and this class is titled Learning in Memory. Was there any relationship to what this scientific study, what we were trying to do, and learning in memory?
Well, they say that meditation can help you do a lot of different things, from study better, recall things better, improve your health, your wellness.
So your health and wellness, so we know meditation can have kind of those, you're actually talking about the field I'm in, health psychology, can have a lot of very positive health psychological benefits. It's indeed the case. But so that those are very true statements. But what about the title of the class, Learning in Memory? Brittany, any thoughts from your end?
Well, with the tape that we listened to, we had to imagine a lot. So maybe we had memories tied to certain scenery that relate to that.
So there could be memories tied to that particular situation. And actually what you were doing here, that answer is, yeah, I mean, you were asked to imagine various things. Now, I think on the syllabus somewhere, I called this a progressive muscle relaxation study. Was this a PMR? Was this progressive muscle relaxation?
Yes.
Why would you say yes?
Because there was a part in it where we started from our feet and it worked the way all the way up to our whole body.
That's true, kind of feet and up to the head. But if it was progressive muscle relaxation, once again for your notes, some good things to write down. If it was really PMR, what would have actually gone on during the course of this? Does anybody know? I think I can demonstrate. Let's see. Don't worry, you don't have to do this one. I could try to fast forward this a bit. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, went to number 2. Oh, there. There we go. This will just take a couple of minutes. I think you'll see the difference.
Give yourself permission to take the next few minutes for yourself. For just a little while, let go of all outside concerns. Let yourself know that there's nowhere else you have to be and nothing else you have to do right now. Make yourself as comfortable as possible, either sitting or lying down. Loosen any clothing that is tight. Uncross your legs, ankles, and arms. Allow your body to feel completely supported by the surface on which you're sitting or lying, so that your muscles are working as little as possible. You may want to close your eyes as a way of closing out any unnecessary distractions. As you do this exercise, you will find your mind wandering at times. When this happens, just notice it and gently bring your attention back to the here and now. Begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose, allowing your abdomen to expand as you breathe in so that your lungs fill completely.
I think about 2
And
minutes
when you're
left.
ready to breathe out, purse your lips and breathe out slowly, letting as much tension as possible flow out with your breath. Let all your muscles feel heavy, and let your whole body sink into the surface beneath you. Good. Muscle relaxation is an important part of the relaxation response. Therefore, it's useful to be able to scan your body, recognize where you're holding tension, and release that tension. This exercise will guide you through the major muscle groups from your feet to your head, asking you to first tense and then relax those muscles.
Getting that?
With practice, you'll be able to spot and release tension anywhere in your body. Feel free to do this exercise at your own pace, making adjustments that respect your own body's limits. For example, if you have pain in any part of your body today, you may not want to tense that area. Instead, you might just notice any tension that's already there and let go of that tension. Begin by becoming aware of the muscles of your feet and calves.
This is critical.
Pull your toes back up toward your knees and hold your feet in this position. Noticing the sensations in the muscles of your feet and calves. You may notice the muscles begin to ache a little, and after a while to begin to feel tired. Now relax your feet and release the tension in your feet and calves.
Okay, so help me out there. What was that?
Progressive muscle relaxation.
That was PMR. What do you think the next 15 minutes on the second recording are going to be? PMR, and what's going to happen with that?
Tense your muscles, then you relax.
And it started with what? Started with the feet, tense, relax. PMR, for your notes, is where you're asked to go through a series of tense and relax. Were you doing that for your study?
No.
So what was your study? So your study was not progressive muscle relaxation. It was kind of similar, same voice. It's actually a CD I used many years ago from some asthma research I was doing. What were you doing? How would you describe what you were doing?
Like a visualization.
With visualization, could I say? Breathing and visualization. I would say it was really a visualization with a real focus on breathing. It's kind of meditation with visual imagery. Was there visual imagery in it?
Yes.
What kind of visual imagery scenes were you asked to evoke?
Nature.
Nature, walking through a trail. Imagine this, imagine that. But we're still back to the question. So yours was not a PMR study. This actually relates to the topic of the class, and it's kind of interesting. Human learning and memory. You don't see a lot of human learning and memory courses taught. I've actually been teaching this course where I was, which was Jefferson College, for many years. I came here, I've been teaching online for Mary Baldwin for about 10 from Roanoke, and I took somebody's spot this year with Jefferson College program closing. But in that particular situation, we were teaching human learning and memory. Human learning. Human learning. So do you guys know what the two types of learning are called in behaviorism world? Kind of giving you a clue. You might want to write that word down. In behaviorism, there are two types of learning as described by behaviorists. The word learning in our class is going to be defined by behaviorism. Does anybody know what the two types of learning are called? Any guesses? What about, Brooke, it looks like you almost have something there.
I'm trying to think of the words, like I have.
What about that guy with the dogs? Pavlov, what was he famous for? What kind of learning?
It's classical and operant conditioning.
Bingo! Classical conditioning and operant conditioning are what we call learning in this class. So the class titled Human Learning and Memory, we're going to really focus on classical conditioning and operant conditioning. The word memory. If you're a behaviorist, does anybody know what behaviorists think about memory? Memory is a little similar to what some of you took with me last semester. I think one or two of you. Falls under what field that we call now? Memory is the study of cognitive psychology. Falls kind of under cognitive. So memory, so we have human learning and memory. And so in this class, we will be talking about classical conditioning, operant conditioning, and we'll try to, at the end of the semester, go into memory and kind of cognitive psychology things. But as it turns out, and actually, hopefully you're writing some notes on these things. Let's actually go to all of these things. Let's actually read abstract number 4 on the agenda.